present behind them, look. Good morning, my lovelies. How are you on this beautiful fine morning? I'll give you a quick peep out the window. Have a look. Wow. Wait a minute, and this way, have a look at that. As you can see, I'm no longer in Thetford at Nunsbridge. But, well, me and Richard have come over to a little place that he knows called Marham. It's a beautiful little woodland, enough car spaces for about 10 motorhomes and a few cars. But yeah, it's a lovely little place. So we left Thetford this morning. I'll be going back there before my trip's over. That's like the start of this trip, and the end of this trip. We'll be ending up there for another couple of nights on the way back into Northampton. But anyway, it's a lovely little view. I don't know if I'm going to get a copyright for this, but things that are coming up in the video, so don't do all that switching off or speeding through, because I'll know, you know. Yeah, we're gonna have an informal chat with Richard Hewitt, Easy Van Life, and I've got some clips from the old comedians from back in the 70s, and I think we all need a bit of cheering up. So I'm going to give you a few minutes of that at the end of the video. There's a few comedians there you'll remember, or you can jump on YouTube and find them. But yeah, it's going to be a cheerful video because I'm sick and tired of this weight stuff, or whatever you want to call it. Fucking miserable bastards, you can't have a laugh anymore, you can't do anything anymore. But I don't care if I get a copyright. I'm going to start putting a few comedians on at the end of me vlogs. See if I get a copyright. If I don't, I shall carry on doing it. Not as I earn any money, so they can't give it to the bleeding artist because I ain't earning any. So sodden, mate. We're here to enjoy ourselves. Anyway, we're gonna have a quick walk over to Richard in a minute, and I'll gather my things together. I'll take you for a quick look outside in a minute because it's blowing a fucking hoolie out there. It's blowing a hoolie, but not as I care. But come on, steady. I've got to watch how I open the door, or else it'll go flying off its fucking hinges. Oh, come on. I'm trying to. You got it? Can you hear that wind? Oh. Well, here we are. I'll start from round the back of the van. If you can hear me, can you hear me? Look at these lovely little birds, tree birds, all in bloom. Beautiful. Yeah, so that's one way. If I spin you around that way, you'll be able to see there's a lovely little woodland walk over there. We've got some beautiful trees and whatever. Rich is just over there in front of me, as you'll see in a minute. We'll go and pop over. But what a lovely little place. It's windy, but it's fantastic. It's lovely and open. So I'll give you a spin round. Don't get sick now. That's it. It's called we're at Marham, Kings Linway, I think it is. Anyway, let's go back in before I go over to Rich. I want to grab me tea and before we go over to see him. So yeah, do not fast forward this or whatever, because you're going to miss the comedians at the end. We're going to go and have a chat with Richard, and I'll see you in there. Come on. Hello. How are you? Look who I've got here. Well, Rich, your turn, son.
I'm not saying anything.
He's not.
What day is it? What Wednesday day, isn't it?
I know this day. It's something day.
It's Wednesday the 12th of April.
There you go.
The time is 2:20.
2:20 in the afternoon.
It's almost 2:20 in the morning, wasn't it? We'll be able to see out the window.
There is that, of course. There is that. Yeah.
Um,
He's on form today.
so
Am I
what?
too bright or what? What's going on here? We've got.
No, you're not very bright, no.
No.
How do you mean that?
Here we go again. We was having a chat the other day, right? And the subject come round to because I was thinking, you know, what era would I like to have been born in?
Yeah.
And I'd have liked to have been born in, like, I don't know, the 20s. And what was your year? What did you say? You said the 40s. You wanted to miss the war, didn't you?
Yes, it sounds a bit cowardice, but if you're born in the 20s, the chance of you being killed in the war is pretty high.
I'm bulletproof, mate. Bulletproof. I'd have been out there with the lads, mate, digging them trenches.
Yeah, I would have been in the country.
Yeah.
Not just an objective thing. No, I actually think, oddly enough, think about it, I'm glad when I was born.
Yeah, because you were born in 56, right? Yeah, 56 he was born in.
That's 1956.
Yeah.
Chalky, not 18.
Yeah.
Not like you.
And I was 1959 I'm born, so yeah. I reckon the 20s I'd like to have been brought up in, because, yeah, I don't know.
Them dresses where the women, bosoms are lifted up.
Yeah. When you get the horn if you see an ankle. This is bright and terrible, I'm telling you.
Oh, it's a bit bright, isn't it?
Wait a minute, let me try it. That makes no fucking difference whatsoever.
No, I bet it's one will.
I bet it's this one. That makes no fucking difference either. It is what it is. You can see me. The main character is here, and we was on about the comedians as well, because
Yes.
we used to love watching the comedians, because there's no comedians on the telly anymore. But there's going to be on the end of my videos. I'm going to stick them on the end. So if I get a copyright, I'll get a copyright. Don't make no difference to me. What are they going to do? Charge me? But so
Quite a little joke.
yeah. Go
It's,
on.
it's about talent.
Yeah. So who do you remember from your childhood as being funny? What did you used to watch?
Laurel and Hardy,
Oh yes, Laura.
Charlie Chaplin,
Yeah,
Harold Lloyd, Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All the black and whites where youngsters nowadays won't watch it purely because it's in black and white.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because they're losing out.
Yeah. Well, I've been collecting some of these comedians from the 70s, and as I say, I'm going to stick them on the end of my videos and see if that helps me out a bit, because we both need help with these subscribers. I don't know what's going on with them. I mean, we've had a look for all these channels, and quite honestly, you're all shit. Well, that's what he said that. He said that.
What?
Yeah, he said they're all shit and they've got no content. And I said, well, I wouldn't go that far.
But they've got more subscribers than us.
Yeah, they got loads of subscribers.
So what we're doing wrong?
That's the thing. We're trying to find out what we're doing wrong. Perhaps it's because we're newbies. Well, relatively newbies.
But there's people I've seen just start up and they got 1,000 subscribers immediately.
Yeah, there is that.
So
There is that. I mean, how long have we been doing it? You done one video before me, didn't you? I think.
1 or 2, yeah. It's probably the best part of a year.
Yeah, it's got to be coming up for a year.
Got to be, isn't it?
So we've been on for a year. A year. We've been devoted to our channels. I mean, banging videos out and shorts out like you won't believe.
I've got nearly 200 videos. How many you got, Joe?
220, I think. Or so.
220, yeah.
Yeah, but some of them are shorts.
Yeah. Some on shorts.
Yeah.
I don't think shorts do so well.
No, but everybody tells me, right, including old Socks with Sandals, Tim, go and have a look at his channel. The shorts bring you extra subscribers. So I shall keep persevering with them.
I haven't found that at all. That's because my shorts are useless.
Well,
But I think I'm not going to bother watching them in full video mode.
yeah, yeah. And another thing with these shorts, right? If you do it so it's not made for kids, people can comment on it. But if you're doing something like, I don't know, an air balloon going off or whatever, because I've done it on one of my videos, and I put it was for the kids,
Yeah.
you know, to see an air balloon going off.
Yeah.
But you don't get any comments on that.
No comments at all. So.
No. So I don't know if they make theirs for specifically for the kids, or because there's not a lot of swearing or anything like that in the shorts.
Or a lot of it is kids doing kid things, which is but then the kids won't come to our channel, will they? Because our channel's comments, if you have 18 or whatever,
Yeah.
to be able to comment on our channel.
Because they're boring little bastards. They could learn something, you know. We could learn them a trick or two.
Could we?
Well, maybe not.
Cut old gits.
Yeah, we could lead them astray, but that's about it, I think. But yeah, it's a struggle. But I'm not looking at it to earn any money from. Same as Richard, we just do it for documenting ourselves and for the kids.
Yeah.
For his kids, my kids, the grandkids, all them kids.
When we pass away, they'll always be there forever.
We'll be immortal.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be immortal. So no more photo albums and all that. You'll be able to go and have a look at in real life on videos.
That's right, yeah.
So
yeah.
So that way, YouTube is the bollocks of that little squirrel. He's gone for a drink in the puddle. Look.
Right. I always say that.
Little git. But yeah, where are we today, Richard?
We're in between Sholdham and Marham. It's a little forest pullover bit. There's a bit of a car park. It's 50 yards us where you get a lot of dog walkers.
Yeah.
There's this bit. It's a bit narrow to get in there, a bit muddy to get in there. The dog walkers don't tend to come in there this time of year because they'll get cars are dirty.
Yeah, but it's a lovely little spot, mate, isn't it? I mean, it's woodland surrounding us. It's lovely. Yeah. And yeah, I'm just over there in front of us.
And the nearest house, I see a church over there. Must be 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah.
A village we come through about half a mile away.
Yeah.
We're down a little narrow track, passing places. You don't get many people coming on there.
He does like these little narrow tracks for some reason.
I do, yeah. I like quiet roads, parking next to quiet roads. Because come 9, 10 o'clock at night, you're not woken by Ford STs.
Yeah.
Going bang, bang, bang.
Which is always nice, not to be woken up.
Yeah. They don't tend to come because the kids can't see them. They're not showing up to anybody, are they?
No, that's it.
They'll let you drive out of a village into a town just so more people can see them go and pop bang wheeze.
Yeah, there is that, mate. But yeah, it is a lovely spot. The old wind's up. The wind is
very windy.
Wind is up high. So wherever you are, let us know in the comments where you are. And is it windy there? I think Stephen was battening down the hatches. Old Country Van Life. He's been battening down the hatches. I think they've had it first, haven't they?
I haven't, yeah.
So yeah, it's a lovely spot. And where are we going next after this, boy? We're going to have a couple of days here.
Yeah.
In the peace and quiet, a hide away from the winds and the rain and thunderstorms.
I'm going to the what's it called? The nature place.
Oh, nature reserve.
Nature reserve, I couldn't think of the word. Yeah.
So we're going to the nature reserve next in a couple of days. We're going to have a couple of days here because it's nice and peaceful and we're out the way of everybody. And it's nice just listening to that wind when you're in your camper van. I know I've done it before, mate. When it's if you're not parked right and you're side on, that wind can keep you up. It can piss you right off because you think you're being tipped out of bed sometimes. I've had it bad sometimes. But when these high winds come, I normally go into the town centre if I know there's going to be big ones. Because I can park around my lads and I'm just in a block. I don't even feel the wind.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing, you don't want a bleeding tree coming down. Or a branch.
And we are very close to trees.
And branches,
In fact, Mr. Chief, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There's 3 flight of us. And there's one in front of me.
I'll show you that. When we've finished our little do here, I'll spin you around and show you where my wagon is. But yeah, we often have little chats about comedians because there's nothing on the telly anymore to make you laugh.
Yeah.
It just seems to be, everything seems to be that you're not enjoying yourself. You can't have a smile, you can't have a laugh, you can't have a smile on your face, and that's the wrong way to be. But all you oldies down there, you put us down there. What in the comments? Tell us what your favourite comedians were. No matter how old you are. Are you at the same sort of age? Are you a 50s baby, a 60s baby, or a 70s baby?
Yeah. Or like Chalky, 1800s baby.
Yeah, poor old Chalky. He had some good news though, mate. Old Chalky, the love bus went through the MOT yesterday.
Yes, it did, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't had a chance to ring him, but I will be ringing him later. So be warned, Chalky, I'll be calling you later, son. See if you're out in that bus. Yeah, he's done a nice job on that bus.
Yeah, he's done a very good job, hasn't he?
And
it's up for sale, of course.
Yeah, and it's up for sale. So if any of you looking for a little motorhome, either for your holidays or to actually move into, because
I'd say if you're on a full-time there, be ideal by yourself, or if you're on a holiday.
Or a couple.
A couple.
Yeah.
If you're going away together.
Well, a couple could live in it easy enough. He has got a nice bit of living space in there.
Yeah, he's got a bit of room, yeah.
But yeah, so if anybody's looking for a motorhome or whatever, Travelling Chalks World, have a look at that. Go and give them some love. Give the old boy some love.
I don't know how much he wants for it. No idea what's having of us.
No, I'm not sure.
It won't rip you off. You won't get ripped off by Chalky.
No, chalk is a salt of the earth, mate. You'll get a good deal. So if anybody out there who's watching, who's looking for a little motorhome, maybe you want to move into one, it'll be at the right price, I should think, knowing Chalky.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, Chalky, Travelling Chalks World. Jump on his channel and give him a question, ask him. He'll show you around. I think he's got some tours of it, some van tours. I think he's got 1 or 2 van tours of it. But yeah, go and pop over and give him a bit of love.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And then there's Carl and Helen.
Yeah.
Carl's just doing it's the same as mine, I think. It's a Tollwood Express, but mine's got the Chawson body on it.
It's just a van body.
Yeah.
Which would be perfect for Helen by herself.
Yeah. And that, Ellen, listen, Thetford, you get in Thetford in the little one. I don't know about your big one, because I don't know the length of your big one, but you get into Thetford, into Nuns Bridge with that little van, no problem. And yeah, Cole's doing a good job on that one, hasn't he? If you haven't seen his the van build that he's doing, well, repairs and refurbishment, go and give him a bit of love. That's Roman and Raymond, Carl and Ellen. Pop over there and have a look at them.
And their videos are second to none. When they go for a walk, their videos are always stunning.
Yeah.
I'm very envious of how they do it.
Yeah. And Carl is excellent with his drone. Same as Stephen, Country Van Life.
Yeah.
And
I never forget Stephen, Country Van Life. Not nice old boy.
Yeah, he's a lovely boy. I like Stephen because he hangs around certain areas and he'll get to know every nook and cranny. He'll know Scotland inside out. The same as like he knows Wales.
Yeah.
Because he does Wales a lot in the summer. We did last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
and they're good, good entertaining channels. And yeah, Stephen has one up every couple of days, maybe.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah, every day. Sometimes every day.
Always worth watching.
Always worth a watch. Who else can we give a shout out? As Peter Lockwood, one of my subscribers, he gave me a phone call the other day. That was nice to hear from you, Peter. Yeah,
He was begging for money, was he?
No, he's a good old boy. He's I think he's on the same lines as me. He's going to be doing the same sort of thing. But yeah, lovely old bloke, and phoned me up for a little bit of advice. Yeah, he's lovely. Yeah, keep in touch, Peter. And who else have we got?
No, where babies come from. Was that the advice he was asking?
No, nothing to do with where babies come from. We're too fucking old for that, aren't we? We've had them all. Who else is there? Small Van UK.
Yeah, Helen. No, Jane.
See, Jane. See, it weren't me calling you Helen. It was him all the time. Yeah, she's not a lot going on with the channel at the minute. She's doing a few little bits and bobs, but waiting for a little bipper to come back on the road.
And she'll be doing her family ancestry, going around Wales.
Yeah, she done one the other day of her grandfather in Wales, the graveyard that he was buried in.
Yeah.
Lovely little video. But yeah, all the best with that, Jane. You carry on, girl. You knock 'em dead, girl. As soon as that comes up and see you'll be on the road. Who else have we got? There's so many that we're not going to go through them all because we'll be just adverts for other channels.
It will be, yeah. I
mean, there's saying that there's not a lot of content out there on the van life at the scene at the minute.
No. I think we're all going over the same things have been gone over so many times now.
Yeah.
Nothing new. It's like people asking questions.
Yeah.
There's less and less questions being asked. Or it's the same questions all the time.
Yeah. And who else do we watch? Mel's...
No Van World.
No, Small Van, Big World, isn't it? Or Big World, Small Van.
Oh, is that? Oh.
Mel, you'll know Mel. Yeah, he's doing Becky's van, his partner's van up at the minute. And he's always worth a watch. There's so many out there to watch, but not a lot of videos coming out lately of
nothing new, is there?
No, nothing going on. So we thought we're going to jump on and steal the scene. You know, we're going to boost our subscribers by coming on when nobody else is on.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives you something to watch. And like I say, at the end of my videos, I'm now, if I get a copyright strike, I don't care. I think I'm just going to keep putting a bit of comedians on at the end, because we all need a laugh, we all need a giggle. It's a shit world we're living in at the minute. Well, it's not a shit world, it's a shit government, should I say.
What you make of it, what you want.
Yeah, as long as you keep a smile on your face and don't let the bastards grind you down. That's my advice to you.
And let's hope gas never stops being supplied.
Yeah.
LPG.
Yeah, because we're having a bit of trouble with LPG at the minute. Same as most of the motorhomes. Like that, the new show this year, what was it? The motorhome show in NEC Birmingham. I mean, they're still bringing wagons out with the gas and whatever, so it can't be getting that scarce. But what they're saying, it's going to be becoming scarce at the pump.
Be less and less garages selling it, but it will come to a time where that won't decrease anymore.
Yeah, I think that it's not feasible to be able to cook and live fully on electric in a motorhome. I don't think so.
I don't think it's possible.
Especially in the winter. You're really going to struggle in the winter.
Well, we should, without all that.
Yeah.
Without using it at night time, now one light on.
Yeah.
I put my heating on the lowest setting, so it uses the least amount of power.
Yeah. Of course, I don't worry in the winter because I've got a log burner and LED lights, and my batteries do that. And a little water pump for me water, so I'm not really struggling. I've got a flexible solar panel. It's about as good as a chocolate teapot, really, but It does pull in. It does pull in a little bit because when the sun's on it, the battery does go to 14.6.
But unfortunately, it doesn't come out very often in the winter.
No, no, you're going to get nothing in the winter for solar wise.
No.
Or very little.
There's that lead out at the moment you can buy 280 quid or something.
Yeah, and that's
You can plug into car charging places, but you got to set so many EV owners. If you go to one, there's only say 3 chargers. There's 4 people there waiting.
And that's Bruce Lauderdale. If you check him out on YouTube, I think he's on YouTube. Bruce Lauderdale, he sells the leads for these EV centres, you know, them plug-in things at the garages for the electric cars. You can apparently plug your camper van into them. Mel's Small Van Big World, I think it is, or Big Van Small World, whatever it is, Mel's Van Life, whatever it is, he's doing one on there, and so is Darren,
Yeah.
Urban Motorhome, about using these charge points in the garages to charge the batteries up in the winter. So yeah, the Urban Motorhome, Darren's was doing a bit on that, and he's just got a bigger motorhome. He's just upgraded. If you haven't seen his channel, go and give him some love as well. I mean, me and Richard have met him. It's like meeting royalty, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Really nice bloke.
Yeah, and if you can't find, if you have a look back on Richard's or on mine, I think you've named your video as almost meeting royalty, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was. But yeah, Darren, the Urban Motorhome.
Yeah.
Another good channel.
But he's probably one of the biggest channels out there, one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And not surprising.
No.
Again, his content is he's always laughing, always cheerful. You don't have any negative things on him.
Yeah.
And he just enjoys life.
Yeah. He does eat a lot though. He does like his meat.
He does.
Well, don't we all? But yeah, there's a few channels to have a look at. Well, we've give everybody our said bleeding channels a shout out.
They know who we're listening to at the moment.
Who are we listening to at the moment? Oh yeah.
Us.
Yeah. See, if you've never heard of us before, then where the fuck have you been? Charlie's Van Life, Richard Hewitt, Easy Van Life. That's all you need to know. Don't worry about the other channels because they've got loads of subscribers. They won't even bleeding miss you anyway. And they wouldn't answer you in the comments. We always answer, don't we?
Well, we only get about 3 comments. They get thousands.
Yeah.
So that's why it's easy for us to answer any comments.
Yeah, so you get into us, mate. We'll talk to you. Nobody else talks to us, so you might as well fucking come and join, eh? But yeah, so we're gonna have a few days over here, and then we're going off to a nature reserve. So we're gonna film all this anyway. So it'll be like an episode for you.
Welcome back to school, wasn't it, Nature Reserve?
Yeah.
Some tadpoles.
Yeah.
What was the tadpoles, Johnny?
They turn into butterflies, don't they?
That's right.
I'm not bleeding silly, son. I'm not silly.
They go frogs first, then butterflies.
Do they?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, yeah. I've never seen one change from a frog to a butterfly.
Oh, it's a very common thing.
Yeah.
That's been kissed by a pretty girl first. When frogs kiss, then they turn to a butterfly.
I'm a bit like that. I'm a bit like that. I can turn into a charm if you give me a kiss. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna do a little series over the next few days, next 5-6 days, because I've got to be back in Northampton for around about the 18th and 19th. Yeah, I've got the fucking job centre again. They're not listening to me at all. But it's one of them, isn't it?
I'm going to make my way up north.
And Richard's going to depart up north. Wait, when that's you going up north then?
Liverpool.
I was off to Liverpool.
And Telford.
And that's mid Wales, isn't it? Well, on the other
It's just going into Wales, right on we're like 20 miles of the border.
Yeah. So you can do Liverpool and then down to Telford.
One way down the other, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And hopefully later on in the year, I want to go and do a bit of Wales, and hopefully I'm going to wait until Stephen's van life's down there. Stephen's van life, I mean, that's wrong, isn't it?
Different country.
Country van
TV.
life. Country van life TV. Because I'd love to meet Stephen. He's absolutely brilliant. He'd done.
I know he'd love to meet us.
Yeah, he loves me.
Two famous YouTubers.
He's one of the first YouTubers who helped me out with that club sandwich thing. Make me a sandwich.
He wasn't very good at it, but he was one of the first.
I thought Stephen was excellent.
I can't remember what he did.
He done something with this cheese, and I can't remember what else he'd done with it, but it was banging. It did look nice. It did look nice. But yeah, if you can think of any collaboration that we could jump
That's
on
good
board,
idea,
yeah, come up with a collaboration, and we'll get as many van lifers involved in it as we can. I mean, we'll badger them and pester them and all
That's
sorts.
right. Yeah.
We'll go and spy on them, and we'll do all that to get on there. But so if you can think of a collaboration, whether it's we've done a sandwich challenge.
Yeah.
We don't really want to do any cooking.
No.
It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare in a motorhome. Really, it's a chore. It's
more done beans on toast. We're fed up with that.
Yeah, and we've done Ridge Monkey recipes and all that. So yeah, we want a collaboration where we can join with a few other YouTubers, and we will badger them. You know, so have a think what we can do as a collaboration. Whether it's I don't know. I've got no ideas. Else I'd have thought of it already, and I'd have been doing it. But I'll leave that to you people down in the comments. What sort of collaboration can we do to get other van lifers involved and up our subs and down their subs? Because if they subscribe to us, once they've seen us, once they've seen me,
They'll never go back again, will they?
They'll never fucking go back. It's like butter and Marge, mate. He's Marge and I'm butter. But yeah, anything like that. Or I said to Richard, what he ought to do, and put it in the comments below. I reckon he should do a joke a day. Just one joke a day. You know, whether it's a short, 60 seconds. He's got enough material. He's got his thingy, so he can do all his research and something from the 70s. But he's got to clean it up.
I used to joke in most of my thingy bobs.
Yeah. I've never seen any. They weren't very
I mean, you're going fast forward in my videos then. I have to put jokes in. I'm not very good at telling them. I know what I mean, but I don't get it sometimes.
Well, that don't matter. If you go back to them 70s and look at them old jokes, but you got to clean them up a bit because you can't use nigger or anything like that anymore, can you?
Well, my channel goes out to my granddaughter. She's 9, 10. I always get it wrong every time. She's back and tells me what she is. And Mum watches them first to make sure they've been clean enough.
She censors them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like to think all my videos are very clean. There's no rudeness in there. I mean, like that.
And so are mine.
No, they're not.
Aren't they? Why?
If you had to clean yours up, you'd be edited it down to about 2 minutes. And it's what?
And we don't...
29 minutes long.
Bleeding out. Listen to me, that's
I've not had long enough.
That's 29 minutes of me and him yapping. This is going to have to go out on a separate one, I think. But anyway, you lovelies, in the comments, if you want to do a joke of the day for Richard, he should do one on a short. And what collaboration can me and Richard do to up our subs and get other van lifers involved? Because we'll email them and, well, we won't email them, we'll just badger them on their channel until they do what we say.
Yeah.
Because we're good at that. We've got loads of time on our hands, you see.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Anyway, my lovelies, we're going to leave this one here because we'll carry on all day, and it's been 30 minutes. It's been half an hour. An half an hour chat with me and him. I mean, if Tim was here, mate, he fell asleep by now, dribbling somewhere. So we're going to cut this one here, and don't forget, give us a like and a subscribe, and yeah, in the comments for collaboration and joke, Richard's joke of the day.
Bye for now.
See you soon. Be good, and don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.
You know, my ambition is to go live on the Antique Roadshow and say to some old woman, you know what that's worth? Fuck all. Hey, not a fucking carrot.
You know, you wouldn't know this, but Bernard Manning, the big fat cat, you know when he was born, the midwife had to have gas.
Hey, there's a rumour going around Moss Side that Enoch Powell had died. And he went to the pearly gates and he clogged that gate. And after 10 minutes, the boy said, "Who dat?" He said, "Forget it."
There's three blokes in the bar and they're talking, and one said, he said, "What's the quickest thing in the world?" The other two said, "That's a bit deep. What do you mean?" He said, "What's the quickest thing in the world?" He said, "Funny you should say that." He said, "I suppose the quickest thing in the world, it's got to be electricity, hasn't it?" The other two said, "Electricity? How do you make that out?" He said, "Well, you touch a light switch and the light comes on instantaneous." And the second one said, "No, I disagree with you there." He said, "I think the quickest thing in the world has got to be talking." The other two said, "How do you make that out?" He said, "Well, you talk, you open your mouth and people hear you straight off." So the third guy stood, he said, "No, I disagree with the two." He had 8 pints of Guinness. He said, "I disagree with you there." He said, "I think the quickest thing in the world has got to be diarrhea." And the other two said, "Diarrhea? How do you make that out?" He said, "Well, last week I had diarrhea, and before I could switch a light on and tell anybody, I'd shit myself."
This story's for the girls, not the fellas. The fellas go. But the girls are like this. True story, couple been married 30 years. And he goes out one afternoon on his own, walks in a shoe shop, cops for a pair of patent leather shoes, loves them, leaves them on in the shop. Goes home, his wife's there knitting. And he's walking up and down like that in front of her. And she didn't notice the shoes. So he strips off, stark naked, nothing on but the shoes. Stood there in front of her like the FA Cup. She said, "What are you doing, you dirty, filthy, disgusting man, standing there, middle of the afternoon, no clothes on? That thing hanging down between your legs, what's it doing?" He said, "It's pointing at my new shoes." She said, "Well, next time, do us both a favour and buy a new hat."
Two women in maternity hospital, one was very posh, and the other one was normal. This posh woman said, "When I had my first child, my husband bought me a block of flats." This woman said, "Very nice, very nice." She said, "I had my second child, my husband bought me a yacht." This woman said, "Very nice, very nice." She said, "When you had your first child, did your husband buy you anything?" She said, "Well, actually, he bought me some elocution lessons." She said, "They obviously haven't worked." She said, "Well, actually, they have, because I used to say piss off, but now I say very nice."
The wife's mother said, "Go, if you're in the Arndale Centre, go and get me the Holy Bible. I'm going to midnight mass. Family of Catholics." I then had W.H. Smith. There's a black kid behind the counter. I said, "Holy Bible, please." He said, "3.95, donkey." I said, "I'll have it." He said, "You want it wrapping?" I said, "Yes, please." He said, "Ah, Father, what in heaven?"
Irish fella walked into a pub, he had a lot of dog shit on his hand. He said, "Look what I nearly stood in."
Everybody tells Irish jokes, have you noticed? Like the one about the little Irish fella in Piccadilly in London, and one of those ladies came up to him. Those ladies of horizontal refreshment. She said, would you like to sleep with me for £100? He said, I'm not very tired at the moment, but I could use the money.
And I went off to Hong Kong. I've been very fortunate. Went off to Hong Kong. And I went off, I'll tell you what, I went off with a girl in Hong Kong, a little Chinese girl called Blender. And I was lying in bed with her one night. You know when you get a bit fruity. I said, you fancy 69 tonight, Blender? She said, you think I get up and cook at this time of night? I went to the Quaff Man in Manchester, around Piccadilly, George Street, the Quaff, one of the best Chinese restaurants. I had chicken fried rice and some spare ribs, sweet and sour pork, I had some prawns, balls and batter. I like that. I mean, prawns are that big, aren't they? I thought, no wonder I walked across the sea with their eyes popping out. I said to the waitress, how come there's so many Chinese in Great Britain? He said, because it's a very, very nice place. I said, Great Britain's a fine place, he says. Why aren't you back in Hong Kong? He said, there are too many people. I said, you're all over there making chips. I said, what about China? He said, it's full of communists. I said, you can't vote like we can in Great Britain. I said, how often in China, tell me, how often in China do you have an election? He said, every morning before One bloke died, you know, and his wife was trying to get in touch with him. She loved him so much. She wondered what the hell. She got a medium. You know these mediums, did you? They got round the table, they're trying to get in touch with her husband. And he got in touch, you know. Is that you, Albert? He said, yes, love. She said, what are you doing now, Albert? He said, oh, he said, I'm enjoying myself now, love. He said, and this life is wonderful. I fly all over the place. She said, you never flew when you were married to me. You wouldn't go to bloody Mallorca. You always ended up in bloody Blackpool. He said, Dad, I go swimming every day now as well. She said, swimming and bloody flying. She said, you never went near the sea when you were alive. He said, I'm making love to everything now. Do you love life? She said, is it good? He said, I have a bed every night. She said, you weren't like that when you got married to me, she says. He said, I wasn't a bleeding duck, was I?